Okay, so we're gonna hop into Aaron Pierre's gym rules. You know, he's in Lanterns, which is gonna be on HBO Max or is already out, I'm not too sure. And he's set to be on the Star Wars cast set for 2027. And he's in great condition, great shape. So I thought, let's check out his gym rules, see what he's getting up to.
How often do you work out?
I try to work out 4 to 5 times in a week.
In great condition, great shape, a lot of muscle there. And he trains 4 to 5 times a week, which says a lot. Like, this guy's gonna be, well, this guy's in Lanterns, he's gonna be in Star Wars, Hollywood actor, and he's only training 4 to 5 times a week, knowing that more is not necessarily better. So he's not killing himself 6, 7 times in the gym a week.
Straight calisthenics exclusively. And now I would say I have a healthy balance between both, you know, weightlifting and calisthenics.
A lot of maturity there too. So he started weight training and focused on compounds. I feel like that's his story is such like a real transformation and really matured over the years. So he started from weightlifting to abandoning it completely and go into calisthenics and focusing on that exclusively. He says he's got a healthy balance between the two, which is so great. And even like doing calisthenics alone builds not necessarily the legs too much, but legs too, but builds a great upper body, you know, all that ring work, pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, dips, weighted dips. But it's good to see that he's got a healthy balance of both now and has come full circle with it. So I think that's a real transformative story, and also something I think a lot of people can relate to as well. Starting with weightlifting, you know, starting with the compounds and adding some accessories, getting a bit bored of it, kind of finding other stuff. He found calisthenics, and then now realizing, let me mix it up and finding a healthy balance between both the things. And I'm sure he enjoys Cali. That's why he keeps up with that too. So yeah, lovely to see.
Multiple times in the week as well, ideally 4 times in the week as well. So that does mean that some days are doubles, but I try my best to avoid double days because it's a lot on the body.
So this is pretty cool. He's mixing weight training with jiu-jitsu, with martial arts. During the week, 4 times strength training and then up to 4 times of jiu-jitsu, martial arts. And he realizes that's a lot because, you know, overtraining and whatnot, and just, you know, it's a lot to take in. But I think that's such a good mix of mixing martial arts with weight training. He's not trying to be the next Ronnie Coleman or the next jiu-jitsu champion, so he doesn't need to be so intense on that one thing. But I think being a well-rounded, you know, weight trained individual and martial arts, being able to, you know, defend yourself and whatnot, I think that's such a sick combination.
An intense workout. I think anything where you push yourself, anything where you take certain exercises to failure, you challenge yourself.
Such a great answer. So he gets asked, what do you think is an intense workout? And he got it spot on, to be honest. Anything to where you're being challenged, you're taking things to failure, is an intense workout.
Exercises and movements that I'm not very strong at, I become obsessive about it. I want to become...
This is such a refreshing thing to hear. So he actually leans into the movements that he doesn't necessarily like because he's not too good at them. So he gets to the point where he obsesses over it and becomes good at it, and as a byproduct he ends up liking it. So that's such a important thing, not just for the gym. He's actually applying that to real life. Like, the gym is just a vehicle, but what he's actually teaching himself or learning to do is sit with those hard things. And that's a life skill, really and truly, to sit with those hard things and build up that resilience and discipline to overcome it to where it becomes a strength and you just excel.
But now it's longevity. Just how can I be able to move in the way I want to move for as long as possible.
I like how his training is about longevity and not just like a 12-week, 16-week thing to where, okay, yeah, he looks good, falling off 16 weeks later, or now he looks like crap like a year later. Whereas you can really tell with Aaron Pierre that he's training for longevity and for the long term. So he looks great now, and he's going to continue to look great well and truly into his 60s, 70s, however long he lives, because of his mindset.
What keeps you motivated?
My loved ones, my son, family, my partner, my friends. That's what keeps me motivated.
A wise man once said, men are driven by 2 impulses, fear or love. And you can tell he's driven by love. He says he's driven by love, by his loved ones, his friends, his family, and he wants to be around for them for a very long time. So again, this is just lovely to see. I feel like he's really switched on. He's tapped in, bruh. He's tapped in, you can tell. And yeah, his physique definitely reflects that.
All right, Men's Health. Thank you for joining me to see my gym.
All right, so that's basically it for the video. So Aaron Pierre, I can't lie, he's tapped in. He knows what he's doing. This is probably the best in terms of the answers and like what he's doing. He's definitely been the best men's health Hollywood reaction video I've reacted to so far. So he's gonna get a solid 8 out of 10 from me. Obviously, I didn't really see any of his actual training routines, so I can't talk too much on that. But from the sounds of it, he's tapped in, so I feel like he's got some good workouts, well-structured workouts, and no crazy trainer selling him on some gimmicky movements. But yeah, so that's it for the video. Hope you liked it. Comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Please like, and I'll catch you in the next one. I am out. Peace.